Hi, friends. Welcome back. Today, I have for you a practice that is mostly focused on the neck, a little bit of shoulder work as well. But my intention for you for this practice was to give you something that you could kind of do at any point in your day, especially if you're working all day sitting at a desk or on the computer. This is a really good practice if you need a little break, a little bit of stretching through the upper body if you're hunched over a lot during the day. We'll be mostly seated, so it's something you can really do anywhere, even if you're just sitting in your office chair. So we're going to start with a little bit of a breath practice. We'll keep it pretty short, but just to kind of settle us in and start to um, down-regulate from maybe any stress you have in your day. So find a comfortable seat. Heads up, you will need a block for our last shape of this practice. If you don't have blocks at home, a stack of really solid books could work, but anything nice and solid. Okay, find a comfortable seat. And feel free to shut the eyes down here for a moment. Find a little bit of stillness in maybe your hectic day. Our breath practice that we're going to start with is called Avoloma breath. And I'll walk us through this first for just a moment, and we'll do a few rounds together. So this breath involves partially breathing out of both nostrils. So we're going to plug both nostrils halfway. So that's going to look like you can take your thumb and pointer finger, and you're going to find either side of the bridge of your nose. And I want you to go about maybe a quarter of the way down, right above kind of the curve of your nostril here. And we're very, very gently going to pinch off the nostril. So you're barely even going to press here. Okay. So you shouldn't be squeezing really hard. You shouldn't have to sniff or take a breath afterwards. And we're going to take a breath in without pinching the nose. And then you're going to take a breath out and find that 50% compression of the nostril. And when you breathe out, it should kind of sound like a bicycle tire inflating. I'm not sure that it's going to pick up on the audio, but that's kind of what you should hear. Okay. So I'm going to just place my fingers on the bridge of my nose. I'm not going to press quite yet. Okay. And we're going to take a breath in without pinching the nose. So slow breath in. And then just a little pinch of the nose here and breathe out through both nostrils. Kind of take a breath in. Release the grip on your nose. And then slightly close the nostrils, breathe out. A few more like that. Release, breathe in. And press in, breathe out. Again, take a breath in, release. And the breath out, close halfway. Reminder, lips stay sealed. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Last one here, take a breath in. Slightly compress, breath out. Good. Go ahead and release the hand back down to your lap. Take a big cleansing breath in. Big cleansing breath out. The shoulders relax as you breathe out. Okay. And then we're going to find one more kind of decompressing method here. So this is called tapping. We're going to tap on the kidney 27 meridian. So this is right below the collarbone, right where the collarbone and your sternum connect. So if you find your collarbone, I'm going to start on my right side. You can start on whichever side you would like. And just crawl your fingers over to the edge of your collarbone there, and then walk maybe about an inch down. And there's a little bit of like a divot here. Actually, let's do both sides at once. So find the left side collarbone. Walk to the edge and then down a little bit here. Okay. You're just going to take maybe 2 or 3 fingers, find that little groove there. And you're just going to gently tap. So kidney 27, this acupuncture point, is often used for decompression, for emotional reset, if we're feeling anxious or tired, and then really great for jaw and neck pain. For me, I find just when I'm having kind of a stressful day at work or in between meetings, when I need to just reset a little bit, this tends to feel really nice for me. I'm just going to take a few more breaths here. And then go ahead and relax, hands back down to your left. Okay, we're going to start to move a little bit. We're going to stay seated. Either if you're cross-legged or on your knees, doesn't really matter at this point. You're going to bring your palms and you're going to place them on top of your knees. Just kind of grab onto your kneecaps here. And then as you take your breath in, arch the spine, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades together behind you, and grab onto the knees, kind of pull back. Use that as resistance. And then as you breathe out, keep holding onto the knees, around the spine, tuck chin to chest, and pull away. So think about maybe spreading the shoulder blades apart. So a little cat-cow movement here. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale to round. A few more here. Lift the chest, breathe in. And exhale to round. Inhale. And exhale. Last one here. Lift the chest, breathe in. And breathe out, round. Good. Inhale, lift the chest, come back to neutral spine. From here, you're going to take your left hand and you're going to place it right below your collarbone on the right side of your body. Okay, so palm flat down. Take your right palm and place it right on top of your left. And you're just going to press a little bit here. So what we're doing is we're penning the skin down, penning the muscle down. And we're going to do a little bit of self-myofascial release here. So anytime we're pinning down that connective tissue and kind of stretching it, it's going to be our myofascial release. So you should feel a little bit of a pull. So you're going to press down and maybe pull down a little bit on the skin so it's a little nice and taut. And then you're just going to turn your head to the left. So drawing your left ear to your left shoulder. Hold here. Keep pressing. Keep pressing. And then turn the chin and your gaze down towards the left armpit. Take a few breaths here. Should feel a gentle stretch through the side of the neck. Good, and then slowly back to neutral. Keep pressing. This time you're going to gaze up. Take a breath. Good, and then go ahead and bring the chin back to neutral. Bring your hands back down to your left. Pause. Take a breath. This the right side of the neck. Good. And then we'll move to the left side. So you're going to take your right hand, place the palm right below your collarbone on the left side of your body, and then left palm on top of the right. Gently press down, penning the skin, the muscle down, and maybe pull down a little bit too. So pressing in and down so you can feel a little tug on the skin, on the tissues there. Once you have that pinned down, this time you're going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Keep pressing down. Okay, and then turn the chin and your gaze down towards the right armpit. Keep pressing down. Notice where that changes the stretch a little bit. Just gentle movements through the neck can be really helpful. So we don't need big sweeping movements here. Okay, keep pressing down and then shift your gaze into the left. Relax the left. Okay, and then go ahead and bring the head to neutral and relax palms back down by your side. Okay, if you are sitting on a block and going to suggest, or pillow, I'm going to suggest coming off of it, set that aside. We'll need that in just a moment. So I'm going to stay cross-legged here in Sukhasana. Let's start on the right side, cross-legged with the right shin in front. And we're going to twist. Twist over to the right, bringing your right palm behind you and your left palm to the right knee. Sit up nice and tall. And instead of coming really deep into this twist, I want you to come about halfway. Okay, so find this shape first. The left hand is going to stay glued to the right knee, thigh, wherever you kind of landed there. And I want you to bend the left elbow and pull against the right knee and have the right knee resist the palm a little bit. So as you bend the left elbow, you'll notice my left shoulder starts to move over to the right. Keep your right hand back behind you. Drawing the left shoulder to the right. And then turning your chin and head and gazing towards the right armpit. You're kind of gazing down and to the right a little bit. And as you twist here and turn the head, think about pulling the left shoulder blade away from the spine. Your right shoulder blade's kind of just relaxing back there. And the left ear is facing a little bit downward. So you're turning your chin a little bit up. And hopefully you feel this a little bit between the left shoulder blade and the spine. Maybe in the neck a little bit. One more breath. Come back to center. Roll the shoulders out a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side. So switch the legs out. Left shin forward. Bring your left hand behind you. Start to rotate the torso to the left. Right hand on your left thigh or knee. Find that about halfway point. So instead of going to your depth, meet yourself halfway here. And then as you grab onto the left leg, bend the right elbow. Have the left knee resist the right hand. And start to pull the right shoulder towards the left side of your body. From here, turn the chin and head down and to the left, or your right ear spins down and you're gazing to the left. And again, think about pulling that right shoulder blade away from your spine. Left shoulder blade relaxes. Keep breathing. Okay, come back to center and then shake it out the other way. So roll the shoulder blades. probably forward. You probably went backwards last time. We are going to end on our backs with a little bit of neck MFR for the back of the neck. This is what you'll need your block for. So bring the block to the top edge of your mat. Medium height, if you're using books, maybe stack about 5, 6 inches here. And then we're going to lay down. And then when you lay down, the front edge of your block is going to find about the bottom of your hairline. So you're not on your neck. You're not on your skull. You're right where the neck and the skull meet in kind of that soft, squishy area there. And make sure your block stays flat. Okay, so we don't want to tip the block here. That's not very stable for our neck, right? And then just relax the head down. You should feel a little bit of pressure at the back of the head. And then just let the arms relax down by the side, tuck the chin into the chest. You can keep the knees bent or straight, whatever feels best for your low back. This is an amazing one for headaches. Again, any neck and shoulder tension. Okay, so options. You can hang out here if this feels really good and you're super relaxed. Just be still. I'm going to take us through a few side-to-side movements. Then we'll wrap up here. Okay, so nice and slow. I think moving through honey or molasses here. Just gonna start to roll the head, rotate the chin over to the right. I want you to go at a glacial pace. Okay, if you find a sticky spot, feel free to hang out there for a moment. And I'll give you a few breaths, maybe about 10 breaths here, to eventually maybe work your head all the way over to the right. So just massaging the back of the head here, the back of the neck. And you might find a tender spot or something that maybe feels a little bit uncomfortable, but you shouldn't ever feel any true pain or pinching. So if you do feel that, I want you to stop, come off the neck. Okay. Just be really mindful here. That's why we go slow. Okay, wherever you're at, start to work your head back to neutral. Take a breath in. Breath out. Okay, and then we'll start to work our way to the left. So start to slowly rotate the head to the left. And the head stays down. So you're not at any point lifting the head to turn. Okay, the back of the head is gliding or staying pinned down to your prop. Might even think about this as like foam rolling for your neck. Find a few breaths here on the left side. And then gently start to work your way back to center. Take your time. Once you get back to the middle, take a breath in. Breath out. All right, very gently reach back behind you. Lift the head up just enough so you can slide your block away. Come back down, lay flat on the mat. Okay, we'll end in Shavasana, so extending the legs long, letting the arms relax by the side. Before you settle in, just maybe noticing the release of that block from beneath your neck. Notice how the head, neck, and shoulders feel. Be still. I invite you to stay here in Shavasana as long as your day allows. When you're ready to move again, move slowly, gently. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.